Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Here we are at the place where Srila Prabhupada began the Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir and the ISKCON Mayapur city development. Actually, there was originally just a plain field here, and Prabhupada sent us out and asked us to construct a grass hut, some place. He says that you first need a place to sit and you can expand. So this was our very first house. When this was here in the beginning, there was nothing else. And it was beautiful to see how His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he was living in this grass hut. He was chanting Hare Krishna here. He was giving his instructions here. We were so close to him at that time. It was an unbelievable experience that we could be just living in the same small room with His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. And he was so kind to us. He was giving us so much mercy. He was instructing us every day about the purpose of human life, about the vision he had for Mayapur. One day he was sitting here and he said, actually, this house is in the mode of goodness. This type of grass hut with the bamboos and the natural thatched covering, this is all in the mode of goodness. And the buildings that we're going to build with stones and steel and glass and wood and everything, these are in the mode of passion. So he said, but if for us it's good enough to be in the mode of goodness, we can sit here, we can meditate, we can chant our Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Japa, and we can achieve all the perfection. But what about the rest of the people? What about the people in the rest of the world who are burning in the misery of material life? They're not going to come out to see a grass hut. They need a good place to stay where they can be comfortable. Then they'll hear about the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They'll hear about the glories of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada, he had this vision that although we're starting in this humble way, we're going to have a very expansive city. The city where thousands of people can be residing, and where hundreds of thousands of people will be visiting, even millions of people. So this all began in this very place. And actually Srila Prabhupada said, keep this grass hut always. Let people know this is how it began. We began in this simple, humble way with the blessing of Krishna, and this is how it has developed. They'll see how much we have developed it from this humble beginning. I remember being here with Srila Prabhupada in this sacred hut. We call it Prabhupada's Bhajan Kutir, his place of bhajan. And here there was a Peace Corps worker, Bob Cohen, who came here and just to visit Mayapur, and he asked questions of Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada gave him the answers. And this has been recorded in a book called Perfect Questions and Perfect Answers. Now he's initiated devotee, and his name is Brahmatirtha Das. So he has gotten the mercy of Prabhupada here. So many people got the mercy of Srila Prabhupada here. One time, Prabhupada was also appreciating how we used to have a Goshala over here, and the cows would go and walk over the land. He said this is very auspicious according to Vedas. If the cows graze over the future temple site and they leave their cow dung, they leave their gobar, that this makes for a very auspicious situation. So he was appreciating that before the temple we already have cows. So this is so many things Srila Prabhupada was saying here. One time we had a mongoose who came in this house, and the mongoose was very auspicious. There were also bees that were just behind the house, and Srila Prabhupada, one day the cow knocked over the bees, and all the bees came flying around. But somehow Prabhupada was protected by Krishna. But he advised us, keep the bees far away from the house. We appreciate that we were trying to be self-sufficient here. We were trying to develop our own agriculture, our own community. And he said in the future, there will be literally hundreds of thousands of people coming here, and we'll have a spiritual city. So here we are in this project of constructing a spiritual city. There are many cities in the world, but we want one which is ecologically favorable, which is spiritually dynamic, which will keep this message and this mood of Srila Prabhupada, who has given so much. He literally cried here to think of how the world was suffering in the illusion that they forgot their own spiritual identity, they forgot their spiritual purpose. And so Srila Prabhupada, caring so much for them, he wanted to do something here. Also Srila Prabhupada, he shared with us that the previous acharyas, their desire is very, very important for our spiritual advancement. There are many gurus who have come before in the line of disciplic succession, and all of them have stressed that Mayapur Dham, the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, this needs to be promoted and to be propagated and to be glorified amongst the people. Because in this age of Kali, Mayapur Dham can deliver people from their sufferings. So Srila Prabhupada, he instructed us that we should try to develop Mayapur Dham. And he said that I have tried in my humble way to do something. You please carry it on. You do more than me and I'll be happy. And before me, my Guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he has also developed the Mayapur Dham. Before that, his Guru, the Guru before that. So like this, everyone is trying to add their contribution to the development of the Mayapur Dham and the spreading of its glories. So Srila Prabhupada, he had this vision that we will build a temple to Vedic planetarium, a temple which is a synthesis of science and spirituality, that it's a temple which is dedicated to showing that the Vedas actually reveal the mysteries of the universe, that we're spending billions of dollars to do scientific experiments, but still we don't know what is life, what is the universe, where all these secrets have been revealed to us in the spiritual literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Gita. These are very scientific literatures, and for this purpose Prabhupada wanted to promote the scientific aspect of the Vedic knowledge so that people could appreciate that it is something universal for everyone. So like this, Srila Prabhupada started in this humble beginning. Srila Prabhupada started in Mayapur here, in this grass hut, chanting Hare Krishna, instructing his disciples of his vision, and gradually now we have therefore dedicated this memorial to him, the Prabhupada Samadhi Memorial, which is where his final memories are kept. But that is not the end. There's more to come. The living vision that he had will manifest, and the Adbhuta Mandir that Lord Nityananda predicted, this we are trying to fulfill that dream. And for that we hope to get the blessings of everyone, that we can do this. We can make a wonderful temple of Vedic planetarium, which will become a world landmark and will help everyone to understand the glories of Lord Chaitanya, the glories of the Bhagavad Gita, the glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the glories of Vedic and Indian culture and Indian heritage. Hare Krishna. It has so many layers of grass that this will last for 10 to 15 years before it has to be remade. This is a very special type of grass. This is ancient technology. The grass hut is very good because it allows us to be cool In the hot weather, it's very good insulation, and in the cold weather, it also allows us to be warm. So this is a very good structure actually. The vibrations are very sattvic. It makes us feel very much at home, very peaceful. So this is a very good place. Samadhi. This is our dedication to Him, our beloved spiritual master.
Nitai Gaur Sitanat Premanande Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari 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 Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari 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 Hari